Hello and welcome to Coffee with Carey. Thank you and welcome to my Valentine's Day episode. Jazz hands for that special one time a year day dedicated to love. I guess I need to be honest and share with you, despite my job being love, I've never really been all about this February holiday with cupids and flowers and chocolate. In fact, I'd tend to believe that my favorite Valentine's Day memories are when the kids were little and they would create those little homemade Valentine's cards for mommy. I think maybe the disconnect for me comes from the fact that I've always believed that love should be celebrated, always, most days of the year, that it should be something we are focused on, at the forefront of our mind and grateful for every day. And if we are just celebrating love on one chosen day, one cold day of February, we're missing out on a lot of opportunities to connect with other people in a really special way. Just say it. Say, I love you. Do it. I do it. I tell my friends, my family members, almost every day when I hang up the phone with people or leave, I pretty much always remind people that I love them. And I do not, however, recommend that you do this with your plumber if after he's leaving from moving the drain in your shower. That leads to a very awkward moment where the garage door's going down and you have to push the button to make it go up to say you're sorry for telling him you loved him and how easily it just rolled off your tongue. He was very cool about it. He told me he loved me too. Gotta love a plumber with a sense of humor. And then secondly, I think that if we are celebrating a day of love in February, that it should encompass more than just your romantic partner. And if you don't have a romantic partner, I don't think that there's any loss there because there are other people in our lives who are special to us and have a place in our heart. So today I wanted to share a couple tips on how you could next week make Valentine's Day super special. I have lots of ideas on things to do, and this doesn't have to be romance. This could be for anybody in your life who's lucky enough to be loved by you. So number one, as I've kind of set things up, is to take my lead there and be willing to, on Valentine's Day, let people know how much they mean to you. Let your gratitude come out and share it with these people, whether it's your parents, a family member, a friend, your children, your husband or boyfriend, girlfriend, wife. Any of these people will do. Just take this opportunity because we're going to let Valentine's Day serve as a reminder to focus on sharing what's inside. Because saying I love you, those words are valuable, and they're most valuable when you share them. So we've determined that Valentine's Day doesn't have to be about romantic love. How about sharing this day with a friend? Do you have another single friend who also does not need a boost up to the cabinet over the refrigerator up high to grab a vase to put flowers in? Because maybe this friend of yours could use a boost of human connection, and that's what you're there for, is their friend. You know, how often do we tell friends of ours, we should get together soon, or yes, let's make plans, and it just somehow gets put on the back burner. Maybe Valentine's Day would be a perfect time to get together with that person that you've meant to make plans with for a while and haven't been able to get those plans actually in motion. Maybe make dinner together or share a bottle of wine over dinner or just hanging out on the sofa, connecting in conversation. Maybe you guys want to watch a movie together or just chit chat with some snacks somewhere in the house. Doesn't really matter what you do. The point is that you're together. And then I would just remind you that before this person leaves, make sure you tell them how important they are. Give them a hug and tell them that you love them. I think since we've determined that, I was going to say Thanksgiving. I think since we've determined that Valentine's Day is not for lovers only, I think we would be remiss if we did not consider that perhaps this holiday, this Valentine's Day, it could be focused inward and we could talk a little bit about self-love. Many of us are not as kind and giving to our own selves as we are to the people around us in our life. Well, let's make time for that on Valentine's Day. Do something that you've been meaning to do alone or that you don't get to prioritize because of busy lives and all that. Maybe you want to just take a hot bath with some candles and listen to some nice music. Whether it's time alone to curl up in the corner with a book, or you want to do a puzzle and just clear your head. Maybe being alone would allow for you to have some time to do some thinking, maybe do some meditating, or do some planning of things that you've been meaning to get around to, a list of things that you want to make sure you do in this coming year. And if hanging out at home being kind of mellow isn't your jam, nothing like a good laugh to put you in a good mood. And if being cozy at home, and if being all cozy and cocooned in your house on Valentine's Day doesn't sound appealing to you, I hear that laughter is really good medicine for any day of the year, and especially holidays when other people are talking about romance and you're not in a romantic relationship. A comedy club would be great. You could certainly watch comedy to laugh on your TV, but getting out by yourself or with a friend, going to a comedy club, or going to see a movie with humor as its genre. I really don't recommend that you probably go to a restaurant on Valentine's Day. It's kind of like, having an inkling for brunch, and you never go for brunch, but you decide to do that on Mother's Day. Pick any other day of the year, really. Maybe Valentine's Day this year is a reminder to buy yourself a little gift. Maybe that gift is a gratitude journal. It's really amazing, the adjustment and the shift in focus and attitude, reminding yourself of the things you have to be grateful for. And to make a conscientious note about that every day, forcing yourself to confront the things you have gratitude for, it really could be life-changing. It is life-changing for a lot of people. If you haven't tried that, I recommend it. Or maybe not a gratitude journal. Maybe the gift is a pair of shoes. That's just as good. So we've determined we're alone on Valentine's Day, and here are a few things that I was thinking would be a great way to spend your time celebrating this day of love. How about a manicure or a pedicure or a massage or a facial, some of those self-love kind of activities. Just hanging out, doing a puzzle, writing a letter to somebody who's had an amazing and positive impact on your life. It's always a wonderful experience to receive one of those letters, and writing one is, I understand, very cathartic. It just feels really good to let somebody in your life know how special they are to you, for both parties. In the spirit of others, maybe making a dinner for your parents, a special romantic dinner, or perhaps for your child and their spouse. Giving service, right? Or maybe there's a friend or family member who would love to get out with their romantic partner for Valentine's Day, and you could offer to step in and be a babysitter that night. If you think about it, maybe there are some friends who would love to get away, and if not on Valentine's Day, offer them some time alone some other night of the year where you could stop by, spend some time with some young people, and allow their parents to have some alone time to spend together one-on-one without that whole family vibe. And I'm not telling you to not celebrate Valentine's Day by baking little pink cupcakes with candy topping, sprinkles on top, or having a romantic dinner with your partner. I'm just saying, if you don't have a partner, there's no need to feel like you're missing out on something because someone has dedicated this day to love and romance. So if, like me, you are not celebrating with a partner and actually trying not to eat sugar in the month of February or March, just don't want you to feel badly about it, because it's not about romance, it's about love, and that encompasses all kinds of love. I think the goal here is to use Valentine's Day as a reminder to celebrate love more often. And I'm just certain that to do that, you do not have to rely on Hallmark, and you deserve that. I hope you found that interesting, fun, or helpful. If you did, please, that's my mom, my little Valentine, telling you to give the episode a thumbs up. That would be great. I hope you'll subscribe to the channel. And then when you hit that ring bell, you're notified every time an episode goes up live. I appreciate you being here today. I'll look forward to next time. And remember, I love you guys. Thank you. Have a good one.